Hi guys!
Hello!
Welcome to this live stream from Logosol Portable Sawmills. And as always, if you want to know more about Logosol and our products, prices for example, go check out our webpage. Go to logosol.com for the most up-to-date pricing and information. And a request to you watching on YouTube, please head over to YouTube and subscribe to our channel. And remember to press that bell to be notified about new content. And whenever we live stream here from Härnösand, Sweden, which we do quite a lot and have done so as well for the last year. Yeah. We have done over 200 live streams, and you can find them all on our YouTube channel. Or if you go to Facebook, you can find them there as well. Just search for Logosol Portable Sawmills. So today's live stream, we are actually going to do something not so different from what we're used to doing. We're going to mill some boards, lumber, but we're actually going to use the log moulder, the LM230, to plane the top face of the board before we mill it out from the cant here. So we have everything prepared, and I'm actually going to show you a cool time lapse when Anders prepared these cants for us. As you saw from the time lapse, Anders spent just a few minutes and just milled up several cants. We now call him Speedy Gonzales. So anyway, now we have these cants that Anders prepared. We have our log moulder, and we're actually going to show you because this is unusual.
Yeah,
kind of special to plane the cans like we are going to do now. So I'll take the camera over here and show you what we have done here. So this is the cutter head in the LM230. So instead of these molding knives that we are used to have in here, we only have this straight planing knives. So two knives, one pair. So with that, we're actually going to let that cutter block plane the top surface of this cant. So I'm gonna put you back here, and then we have the fun part. Let's find out how much we need to raise the cant.
Yeah.
To see how many clicks was that? 4?
4 clicks.
4 clicks. And that looks perfect. So we'll just take off just a tiny bit
Yeah.
on top of the can. How cool is that?
Nice.
I actually think we forgot to tell you what
you're going to use it for.
Yeah, so just beautiful. I mean, these we're working on a camp shelter, and in that camp shelter we want to have something to sit on, benches.
Yeah.
So the idea was that we'll plane the top surface of the bench material, so that we have something like smooth and soft to sit on, and then we'll raise this up and cut away this board.
Yeah.
So now it's actually time to cut away a board from this cant. So we need to move the electric connection from the log moulder and back to the electric chainsaw. Hopefully. Check this out. So smooth. This is perfect for Anders to sit on, so he doesn't get splinters in his, yeah, you know.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, that's just beautiful. And Anders is now moving the connection from, just throws his tools on the ground and everything. I'll put you back here. So let's see, and now this is for, I said benches, I mean this is something to sit on, but I think this is actually one of the parts for the backrest. So we're going to, what do we think, 1 click?
I think so, yeah.
Then we will have a 1-inch board to rest our backs on. Are you ready?
Yes.
So easy. So there you have it, a board with one rough sawn edge or surface and one smooth plain
yes.
surface. Even though, I mean, this surface where we just cut with the guide bar and chain is super smooth as well. So let's take this to the camp shelter and show you guys how it's starting to look. But before that, here's a movie or a film clip about becoming a Logosol dealer. So, come work with us. Apply to become a dealer. We would love to have more dealers here at Logosol. We have some questions over at YouTube. Mark, hi Mark from Idaho. Great to have some feedback in the chat. A hand crank system for the chainsaw, I think that is in development. So sign up for our newsletter and you will be the first to know about that when we launch it. Happy to hear that you have the F2 and that you love it. We love it too. And then we have a question from Patrick. What is the maximum width for the planer? The planer has a 230 millimeter cutter head. And what's that in inches?
It's
a bit over 8 inches. We use this, yeah, 230. So that's nine inches wide. Yeah. So, great with some questions and some action from the YouTube audience. Let's head over to the camp shelter. I'm just going to grab the camera and Anders will grab the precious piece of wood and let's go for a walk.
And off we go.
Yeah, we're not going that far. But as you can see here in Sweden, it's 4 p.m. or 4:45 and it's getting really dark outside. That's Logosol. And here is Anders' playground, the camp shelter. So this is how it looks right now. We need to put some...
We need to do some more.
We need to do some more. And this is what, let's see if I can not stand in the way of the light. So these are we actually made these before. So these are plain, but 2 inches thick. So we thought about having that to sit on. And then as for the back rest, some smaller dimensions, 1 inch, and with the plain, super smooth surface. So I guess it's going to be like something to sit on there.
Yeah.
And over here on the sides, on each side,
yeah.
Over there. And then in the corner, we were actually thinking about having some kind of side table, something to hold your drinks.
Yeah.
Perhaps.
It's the most important thing.
Yeah,
for the
exactly.
coffee.
So, but as you can see, there's still some work to be done here. But starting to take shape. So, I mean, I'm looking forward to be able to sit here in the winter with hopefully some roofing on.
Yeah.
and a fire
Fire.
burning in the middle.
Yes. That's the idea.
That's the
So we
idea.
do-
So let's head over back to the chainsaw mill and the planer. So what do you think is our next step here, Anders? Perhaps if we plane this surface
Yeah.
and then turn it around
Yeah.
and
can
just
make a-
cut away
yeah.
and make one extra. So I'll put you back here. Nice and steady. So yeah, so we'll take the electric saw and just park it over here and move the planer back in. Oops. And we'll connect the planer back up again. I mean, we could have done this in the CH3 planer, but we thought it would be a bit more fun to use the log house molder like this. I mean, normally we mold log timber, log house profiles with it, but we figured that we might as well try it with the straight planing knives and just plane the rough surface.
Go.
So let's go again. Now it's starting to get a bit too thin to plane or mold, since it actually flexes a bit in the middle, but it works very well nevertheless. I'm gonna show you how the attachment looks between the two machines. So if we just So here is Anders with the wire attachment. So it's just the wire is it's a knot on the wire, self-locking knot over there and there. So the wire actually starts and ends with this attachment plate, and then he actually just hooks it in place and tightens the screw. And plugs the connector back in. So it's the same connector for the log molder and the electric chainsaw, and it's all fed from this electric box. We have the cable, long cable going down here, and then at this end we have the wire tensioner. So this is actually with these nuts over here, we can tension the wire so that it doesn't slip over the wheel here where you crank it forward. And you see these 3 holes here. That's actually a cool feature because you can put the crank in 3 different positions. So if you put it in this position, you will get super strong, and if you put it in this position, you'll be a bit weaker, but you'll crank faster. And also, let me show you the other side here. You can actually put the crank on this side if you prefer to use your right hand. So let's see if I'm gonna put you back here and we can take some questions from the chat. Cerberus, is this a carbide and helical cutting head? No, it's just a standard head with, it's called a TB90 standard. So all of our profiled knives will work. So it's regular HSS steel in it, and works really well for this kind of application, as long as the wood is clean, of course. But you can mill several hundreds of meters of wood before you need to resharpen them, which you can. So now we're actually prepared. Anders did everything just in the background.
You served as usual.
Like a magic, the magic man. So we've planed the top, we turned it down, and we're just going to cut away a small piece so that we can have another. So is this going to be one of the bottom, I mean sitting bench surfaces?
We haven't learned to counter click in doing this. So
no, it's a bit new for us. But let's go ahead.
But if we are lucky, we have made it right.
I don't know about you, Anders, but what are we going to do with this piece over here?
Yeah, I think
is that just waste, or do you think we can use it?
If
we can make like one of these boxes or anything.
Yeah, maybe. Was it in Sweden called svepebox?
Svepask. So that's great. Let's see. We have some. I like this Swinglish versions better from Daniel. Yeah, we like it too, Daniel. So that's it from us. Thank you so much for watching. Please head over to YouTube and subscribe to see our future streams.
Yeah.
Take care and see you next time. Bye.
Bye.